This is a breaking news reaching us here at Direct on the Spot this first day of September 2025. I thought I was going to say Happy New Month to everybody, but unfortunately, though I will still say Happy New Month to you all and I wish you all the best, but there is a bad news reaching us right now, a breaking news, which says that Maazi Simon Ekpa has just been found guilty and sentenced to prison in Finland. He was found guilty of terrorism charges, tax evasion, and some other charges around him. This matter is still unfolding as we speak, and we thought it wise to bring it to your doorstep because you know that this channel is for verified news only, and anything that we say here is 100% correct and in line with what happens around the world. Wow, this one is very, very hot. Now, the news is on the major headlines of all newspapers, both local and international. So this is a verified news. It has been verified. Now, I'm going to be reading you this according to People's Gazette now, written by People's Gazette. They said, a district court in Finland has sentenced a kingpin of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, to 6 years in prison for terrorism. Mr. Ekpa was arrested by Finnish authorities on 21st November 2024, following an investigation by the Finnish National Bureau of Investigation into allegations of inciting terrorism and promoting violence through social media, an activity that was believed to have contributed to unrest in the southeastern region. Following his arrest, Mr. Ekpa was remanded in custody by the Pajat Hame District Court, which determined that the charge was based on public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent, dating from August 2021 to November 2024. During the trial, the NBI froze Ekpa's financial assets as well as those of his associates and related companies. Back home in Nigeria, another leader and founder of the proscribed IPOB, Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, is still detained in the custody of the State Security Service over terrorism charges brought against him by the Nigerian government. This is exactly the news as read by People's Gazette. You know, I thought I'll read this one out for you to see how concrete this news is. Waking up to the first day of September, which is the beginning of the Ember month, to hear such a news is very scary, very, very scary indeed, because nobody saw it coming. And I would say this news came out when nobody expected it, and we felt it was a time that and we felt that it was going to take longer. Perhaps they were going to discharge him, but unfortunately, because I know he has lots of supporters and people who wish him well out there, and I know that it's a very heartbreaking day for his family also. Well, reacting to this news is going to come with mixed feeling because Simon Ekpa, definitely is a very controversial person. He's a friend to some, he is loved by many, and also hated, disliked by many also, even in the Igbo extraction. Many Igbos see him as a savior, somebody who came to save the masses, somebody who came to steer the ship when Maazi Nnamdi Kanu is in prison, somebody who took over the struggle and kept it afloat, and somebody who is also a leader in his own rights, raising up his own group and asking for the self-determination of Ndi Igbo worldwide. While others don't agree, some other people see him as the root of the cause of the insecurity in the Southeast. Some see him as somebody who is provoking the emotions, who is attracting federal government, military and other, security to Biafra land and committing lots of havoc also on the land. Some accuse him also of making the Southeast into a theater of war and a place for bombings and insecurity. Because without this new movement that he does, unknown gunmen and the rest of them, without this new movement of clamor and the method that he uses, we would not have been having such insecurity in the Southeast. So that's why I say Simon Ekpa is a divisive figure, somebody who supporters are not just a straightforward support because of the kind of, his own ideology, which is a bit different from that of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So for those of you out there, I don't know what side of the divide you are on, whether you are pro-Ekpa or anti-Ekpa. All we are here to say is Mazi Simon Ekpa has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. And personally, if you ask me, I'll tell you that 6 years is a very fair amount of time given to somebody who has such allegation upon his head. I will say that for him to have 6 years imprisonment for both tax evasion and terrorism, I think it shows that Simon Ekpa is well respected in Finland, is well regarded in Finnish circles, and it may be possible that they did not have enough evidence to even nail him on the terrorism charge and decided to jail him more on the tax evasion angle, just labeling him that terrorism charges because that was the reason why he was arrested in the first place. It might be one or two things they brought in from that side, if you ask me, because terrorism charges around the world have a more higher jail time than that 6 years. So definitely it is more of a tax evasion that he was imprisoned for rather than terrorism charge, if you ask me. But trust the international media, labeling him a terrorist because he was agitating for his people. But as on this channel, after analyzing it, it's clear that the imprisonment was more on tax evasion, which I think is possible due to the fact of the fundraisings that has been going on for this matter. And I'm sure that the accounts showed that the taxes were not paid as at when due from monies gotten aside his basic salary, and other money generated locally. So that was why the court found him guilty on tax and terrorism charges, brought against him. Whatever reason it may be, Simon Ekpa is heading to the prison. As painful as it is to you, as painful as it is to many, it has happened. It has happened. I'll keep you updated as time goes. So I'll see you next video. Peace.